I run tours to the battlefields of the Western Front, enabling people to follow in their relatives' footsteps. Well, a client would normally approach me and normally give me the name of their relative, and I would start to do the detective work of looking for their service record, looking for the war diary, in order that I can put a bespoke tour together. That's the key thing. It's not just a general tour, you're looking in as much detail on that particular soldier and his unit. So I would then do that work and come back and propose an itinerary. And most clients would normally know very little about what their relative did, and we'd agree and we'd travel over there together and travel our way around the battlefields. If you've seen an episode of Who Do You Think You Are, it's a very similar format. In fact, I've worked on one of those as well. So it's a very similar format, enables you to literally walk in your relative's footsteps. I think the sense of satisfaction is something that, as a historian, you want to be able to do the very best you can for the clients, and who many of whom are now are friends. The soldiers that I research and the clients that I have aren't just names. They're not just names on a memorial or names in a cemetery. If I'm passing by, I'll go and visit their grave again. I quite often take a picture. In a way, they almost become part of my extended family. And I think people really appreciate that it's not just a job. It can't be a job with something as incredibly emotional as this. There's more to it. And those men, I think, who went off and paid the ultimate price, they deserve that. They deserve people actually remembering them, not just once, not for one weekend, but continually. That's what it's all about. As well as battlefield tours, I do a variety of things in my job. I go in and speak to a lot of schools. I think it's very important that the next generation are aware of the war. I do a lot of work with taking them around the local area and showing them sort of First World War links to the local area. So that's part of what I do. I give a great deal of talks around the country as well. I'm always lecturing in various places. I've worked on books, television, but worked with the BBC for quite a few years on various documentaries. I worked on various archaeological projects, quite often for television. So I spent 3 years working on the Somme, helping run the team there, and exploring tunnels dug under no man's land, and that has just been absolutely incredible. A real honour to be able to do so.